With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, the Blown Piston Racing League's Truck Series, brought to you by Banner Construction, fires things off for the showdown in Motown. That's right, the Motor City 100 here tonight from Michigan International Speedway 2-mile track. 200 miles to find out who will set themselves apart in round 1 of the championship chase. It all starts now. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV Land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave in the Cave bringing you all the calls from trackside. 5-minute qualifying session already underway. A lot of drivers here tonight going to chase after that championship, going to chase after a checkered flag here. 100 laps on tap here tonight. Stage number 1 will come to a close at lap number 20. Lap number 50, we will see the second stage break of the race here tonight. And as drivers begin to turn in those qualifying times, we'll get rid of that track information and throw up some of the qualifying times to the left-hand side of your screen. There you go. You can follow along just like we do over here. Andrew Mraz, top of the speed charts for the moment now. Andrew Moore gonna go top of the charts here in qualifying. The U.S. Veterans Pole Award at stake. Who's going to walk away with it here tonight? So far, one of your championship chase contenders sitting right there at top of the speed chart. You'll notice 16 drivers highlighted in that turn 3 blue. That's right. That's your championship 16, the Sweet 16, running with the March Madness theme here tonight in the Blown Piston Racing League's Truck Series. 19 drivers on the speed charts, and still quick time in qualifying belong to Andrew Moore in the Toyota Tundra out front. One Chevy Silverado breaking up a fast field full of Toyotas at the front. Ton of Toyotas up there at the front, to be exact. Only 3 bow ties. And the Chevys may be a little bit off pace as the music begins to fade away. We're going to begin to figure out a clearer picture of how your starting grid will shape out here tonight. Some big heavy hitters still left to get out there for qualifying, so don't count these drivers out just yet. Justin Gann, he's been to victory lane 2 times this season. He's yet to put in his qualifying time. The 52 of Kevin Dick, last week's race winner, he's yet to put in his qualifying time to try to snatch that U.S. Veterans Pole Award away from Andrew Moore with a quick time here tonight, 39:40, belonging to that fast 77 Tundra. Gann going to go 24th with his first time lap with just under 2 minutes remaining. Anthony Keys in the 14 machine, one of the only championship drivers not to put in a qualifying time just yet, so we'll keep our eye down there on the 14 crew's pit stalls. We'll see if he gets out there on the track or if he's going to elect to start from the rear of the field. It's a who's who of championship drivers filling out the top 10, just one outsider inside of that top 10. That's the one of Avery Wilson, slotted in third right now. Heck of a qualifying time there by Wilson, a 39:47, just 0.06 of a second off of that U.S. Veterans Pole Award, and with just under 60 seconds remaining, it doesn't look like the 14 of Anthony Keys is going to get out there on the track, so he will start the tail end of the field here tonight. Justin Gann, Jim Thorndike, neither one of those drivers have a solid qualifying effort. They'll start near the rear of the field as well, and well, it looks like the U.S. Veterans Pole Award will belong to the 77 of Andrew Moore here tonight with a quick time of 39:40 as we get set for the Motor City 100 right here from Michigan International Speedway. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We're going to take a short commercial break, then head trackside for the national anthem. We'll be right back.
say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And we head back trackside at the conclusion of the national anthem. The U.S. Veterans Pole Award already in the bag here tonight, belonging to that 77 of Andrew Moore, his Toyota Tundra, running the fast time and qualifying 39.40 was the fast time to snatch the U.S. Veterans Pole Award. Drivers hit the track to shake down the trucks for the final few moments before we get ready to head to the starting grid. Who's your take? Who you got? Who's your pick? Who's your drivers out there in TV Land race fans? Glad you could all join us. Casey, good to see you checking in with us out there, rooting along those 4X drivers, those teammates. We'll see if the 4X drivers can make up a little bit of ground coming into race number 11 of this 15 race long season. First race in the championship chase. Can the 4X drivers come from third in the team points to overtake Dairy Queen Motorsports and Pie-Eyed Racing? Pie-Eyed leading the team standings right now, 22 points ahead of Dairy Queen Motorsports. 4X Racing finds themselves 34 points back. Will they be able to make a recovery by the end of the season? That is yet to be seen. Rookie of the Year standings. Let's not forget about the Scott Council POWMIA Rookie of the Year. Colin Forrester, for the moment, holds on to that top spot, 17 points ahead of AJ Green. It is a battle just between those two drivers. Third place in the standings, over 100 points back. So it will come down to Forrester or Green. Who's got what it takes to take the top spot in the Rookie of the Year standings? Very close in the championship standings, as well as the points have been reset heading in to the Motor City 100 here tonight from Michigan International Speedway. Drivers gonna push here tonight at Michigan, because next week at Iowa, that is a cutoff race. We will whittle the Sweet 16 down to the Grade 8 before we begin to head off into the final few races of the season. Who's got what it takes to get the job done here tonight at Michigan International Speedway and walk away with the checkered flag? That's yet to be seen, yet to be known. Your championship standings look a little something like this. Rolling into round number 1, Kevin Dick, with those 4 race wins, multiple stage wins this season, has himself a little bit of a cushion heading into tonight's race. 16 points ahead of Justin Gann, Andrew Mraz, Drayton Cook right there sitting in fourth, AJ Green, Andrew Moore. You can see all of those drivers all the way down to Justin K sitting right there in 16th with those 2,000 points. Those are your championship drivers. But once eliminated from the championship standings, you will revert back to regular season championship points. So drivers on the outside looking in have that opportunity to overtake some of these playoff drivers by season's end and walk away with a little bit of money in the bag. We gotta ask ourselves, who's gonna get it done? Who's gonna take that fifth position? How is first through fourth going to play out as we run through these 5 championship weeks? It's going to be a long road for some drivers, a short one for many more. There's the rest of your point standings coming into tonight's race, and the fast man right now is the 52 of Kevin Dick. Whatever he has told the crew chief, it has worked, and he has got himself sitting pretty on the speed charts right now with a 38.82. What a run right there. That is absolutely lights out fast. So look for some of these drivers to make their way up through the field after qualifying poorly. Let's just go ahead and say it. Some of them not even turning in a timed lap. And a few of those championship drivers, looking at the timing and scoring right now, looks like a handful of those championship drivers, 8 of them to be exact, so half of your championship field, electing not to go back out on track. They like the truck. They don't want to play with it. And we'll see how that fares for them, see if that's the right call to make as we get ready to fire things off for the first time here and the championship chase for the Blown Piston Racing League's Truck Series, presented to you by Banner Construction. The track will go silent. Drivers will make their way through pre-race inspection and into their starting grid positions, and we will get ready to fire things off for the first time here tonight from Michigan International Speedway. And here we go. Cannot wait to get the engines fired up here tonight. It is going to be one heck of a race from Michigan International Speedway. And there you can see multiple drivers and cars already down on the starting grid. We are ready to go. We are ready to fire things off. And as you can hear those bells going off in the background and ringing, you know the sounds, you know that it is time to run down tonight's starting lineup in the Motor City 100 right here from Michigan International Speedway, starting inside row number 1, walking away with the U.S. Veterans Polo Award, the 77 Toyota Tundra driver, Andrew Moore. 15 of Jacob Drift will start just to his outside in the Drift King 15. 20 of Brandon Alpin will start inside row number 2 with the 1 of Avery Wilson just to his outside. Colin Forrester and Lance Hill back in row number 3. Row number 4 here tonight belongs to the 44 of Curtis Kelly and the 59 of Ryan Nicoletta. Chris Scala and Kevin Dick rounding out the top 10. Scott Wise and Zach Helanen back in row 6. Row number 7 here tonight from Michigan International Speedway, the 37 of Frank Reese and the 00 of Clayton Fry. Anthony Hanley and John Finley back in row 8. Row number 9 here tonight, Tim Averill in the 98 machine, followed by the 4 of Andrew Mraz. Kevin D'Elia and Drayton Cook back in row number 10. Row number 11 here tonight, Jimmy McKee in the 43 of AJ Green. Row number 12 here from Michigan International Superspeedway to open up the championship chase, the 5 of Roger Rios, followed by the 70 of Scotty Brown. Justin Gann and Jim Thorndike back in row number 13. Row 14 here tonight, the 61 of Mark Bruning, followed by that 14 of Anthony Keys. That's gonna do it. That's gonna be your rundown for the starting grid here tonight as we work our way through turns 3 and 4. Drivers ready to nail the loud pedal, ready to fire things off for the first time and chase after a championship. As the music fades, the engines will come to life and we will go back green flag racing once again. Here we go. Green flag flies for the first time here tonight in the Motor City 100. Outside lane running well, good push on the outside by that one of Avery Wilson on the tail end of the 15 of Jacob Drift, running high line right now. Nobody really grabbing that top spot away. The 77 Toyota Tundra struggling to get the race lead after walking away with the U.S. Veterans Pole Award. We'll go ahead and throw some of that timing and scoring up for you. Let you follow along just like we do here in the production booth. Your top drivers on the outside lane. Your top 3 have broken away from the field and overtaken your race. Your pole sitter, Jacob Drift, will lead lap number 1. So already one official lead change. 2 different race leaders in tonight's Motor City 100 on lap number 1. It's going to be a hot and heavy battle all over this track. I can guarantee you that. Mixing it up side by side back through the field. Let's take a look around the track, trying to bring you some more of the battles. Ryan Nicoletta beginning to close in on Colin Forrester. Curtis Kelly just behind him. Double file back with the double O on the high side. And Kevin Dick running that inside lane. He's got 3 trucks lined up with him. Looks like Dairy Queen Motorsports trying to make a run to the front from the bottom of the racetrack. The 80 looks to go 3 wide into turn number 1. 3 wide for the first time here tonight at Michigan International Speedway. Kevin Dick on the bottom. There goes the 83. Almost 4 wide now. Little bit of a blink action, and whoa, contact. They straighten it out. How did they not go around? I do not know how those drivers kept that straight after that contact coming off of turn number 2. Everybody stays tucked up. Everybody stays running with each other from first all the way back to the tail end of the field. Just a handful of seconds off of each other here. This is absolutely barn burner already. 13 Blackhawk machine of Jim Thorndike making his way up through the field. He's gained 4 positions from where he qualified, now running in 22nd. Meanwhile, and contact, Mark Bruning, Scotty Brown. Bruning goes around. The DeKalb Sycamore caution flag flies for the first time here tonight at Michigan International Speedway as contact between Scotty Brown and Mark Bruning off of turn number 2. Let's go check the replay. Oh, there's contact. There's the 70 involved, and it looks like Bruning may have been a little bit of innocent bystander here. Let's take another look, another angle of it here. Oh, no, Bruning. Just kind of a innocent bystander. I believe the 11 of John Finley caught up and involved with Scotty Brown, and that brought the 61 of Mark Bruning around. Trouble early here tonight for the driver that just narrowly missed that championship chase. The Sweet 16 just out of reach for the 61 Toyota Tundra of Mark Bruning, and already the championship chase beginning on I don't want to say a bad note, but first 5 laps could have went a little bit better. Can the 21 Pineapple 61 of Mark Bruning recover from early trouble here tonight? Still 15 laps to go to the end of stage number 1. We'll check back in with your new race leader who heads down pit road. The one of Avery Wilson grabbed that top spot momentarily from the 15 of Jacob Drift. But Wilson electing to come to pit road. Gonna give up the top spot, and I'm not sure you want to give up track position just that easily this early in tonight's very long race. 200 miles on tap for these drivers in these trucks. It's going to be a tough, almost wide open battle all night long for all of these drivers. And already strategy begins to come to play. Only 6 laps into tonight's race, and we find ourselves under caution for the first time here tonight. The DeKalb Sycamore Chevrolet Buick GMC caution flag will fly on lap number 4. Already 3 lead changes, 3 race leaders in tonight's Motor City 100. And I would expect to see quite a few more lead changes here tonight. I think we're going to see double digits easily in the lead change department. Excuse me, had to mute the mic. A little bit of a cough right there, so I had to make sure you guys didn't get your eardrums busted, you know what I mean? Good to see you, Chris, over there checking in the chat. TI Racing fan out here, rooting along his teammates, his race team out there. As the Chevy Silverado pace truck lights go out, we'll get set to go back double file and back green flag racing once again here tonight from Michigan International Speedway. Front of the field still dominated by those red spoilers. Those red banners across the top. Look at them all roll off of turn number 2. Man, it's like a, it's like a sea of red. It's like roll, tide, roll. Had to fit that one in. Out there up front, championship drivers in 8 of the top 9 positions. 8 of the top 10, you might as well say. As Jacob Drift chooses the outside lane, he'll lead Lance Hill back to the restart box. Have we seen a strategy play to get these drivers to the end of the first stage? Or will these caution laps help these truck drivers stretch the fuel without having to make a stop and on the gas early and quick? Jacob Drift brings the trucks back to life and the green flag flies once again here from Michigan International Speedway. We'll jump around the track just a little bit. What do you say? Bring you some more of the action. Andrew Mraz going side by side, just getting by the 52 of Kevin Dick. Here comes Justin Gann. Talk about making your way up through the field, already up 12 positions here tonight. Justin Gann sits in 13th after starting all the way outside of your top 20. Gann is your hard charger here tonight. So far, very, very early. Too early to call, in my opinion, as we've got drivers 2, 3 wide all over the track here. Big gaggle of cars making their way across the start-finish line as we begin lap number 9 out of the 100 scheduled in tonight's official race distance. How about that 74 Toyota Tundra of Zach Halanen right there coming off of turn number 2. Been a while since we have seen that paint job running inside of the top 10. The 74 with a good run early here tonight from Michigan. Still multiple positions side by side and 3 wide at times. We're going to stay right here with this big mess of cars. Big mess of trucks, I should say. Constantly calling these machine cars 3 wide into turn 1 with a double O of Fry at the top. Kevin Dick meeting the sandwich right in the middle. Driving to the bottom of the racetrack is the 30. He's going to look to make it a 3 wide situation as well. Justin Gann now running down the backstretch on the high line. Big block out of that 80. Big block by Drayton Cook. He's going to try to slow the momentum down, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. The 4 of Mraz gets around. The 1 of Avery Wilson, early race leader, went to pit road. Gave up the race lead. Now knocking on the door of breaking back into the top 10. Wilson sits in 11th and looking for more. Back off of turn 2 and down the backstretch. Drivers head into turn number 3. Who's going to get the positions? Who's ready to take the stage win here early in this championship chase? All of the drivers there. You see the entire field working their way through turn 3 and 4, back across the stripe we go, back to turn number 1 here in the Motor City 100. And I'm telling you, there is battles all over this racetrack. Nobody giving an inch. You would think that there'd be a little more give and take possibly, but everybody's taking what they can, and right now taking the race lead. New race leader at the front of the field, the DoorDash Toyota Tundra, piloted by championship contender Lance Hill. Lance Hill's going to take that top spot and give us our 4th lead change with as many drivers. We're already closing in on the end of stage number 1. Whoa, big move by Mraz. Mraz going to drop from the top of the track all the way down to the bottom, now looking to the inside of the 20 of Brandon Alpin. He's going to go up the track just a little bit. Here comes Wilson. Wilson is back into a top 10 position. He wants more. Fresh tires running 9th and 10th on the track. Mraz and Wilson with tires, and they are on a move. 3, almost 4 wide contact. The 80 goes up the hill. They keep it straight, still 2-3 wide all through this field. Mraz with the first tires at the bottom, the 20 stuck in the middle. Oh, 4 wide's not going to work, boys. They're going to cut it back down to 3 wide, and look at Mraz. Oh, contact! And around the 44 goes, big trouble. Off of the back stretch after contact with Mraz. Curtis Kelly caught up and involved in this one. My goodness. Let's go back. Let's check this replay one more time. Let's see how it all went down to bring out our 2nd caution flag of the night, brought to you by DeKalb Sycamore Chevrolet Buick GMC. Oh, and there you see clear contact between the 4 and the 20, and that's pretty much gonna do it. One driver hard into the outside wall. We'll take one more look at it from another drone cam angle here. Oh, the 44 just victim of circumstance. Curtis Kelly, hard impact with the outside. Safer barrier. And whew, if you thought that was hectic already, wait till you look at the lap count as we jump back at the front of the field live with your race leader. Inside the Drift King 15, Jacob Drift leads this field. He's patting his pocket, looking to become the Wise Choice Contracting frontman winner here tonight by leading the most laps. The hard charger still belongs to Justin Gannon, the 30, up 16 positions from where he started. Will we see drivers head to pit road? Oh, not a lot of takers. Looks like Colin Forrester, Brandon Alpin, one of the few truck drivers to make their way down pit road. Kevin D'Elia, Clayton Fry, Zach Lanen, all going to come to pit road as well. And man, this is... Ooh. Will they get going back green before the end of this stage? That is the question. With the race leader staying out on track and most of the drivers inside of your top 10 staying out on the track, it looks like we are going to get a short little shootout to end stage number 1. So don't cash those betting checks on the winner of stage number 1 just yet. We are yet to find out who's going to walk away with the Wise Guy Racing Graphics stage number 1 win here tonight. The Motor City 100 from Michigan International Speedway and the Blown Piston Racing League's Truck Series, presented to you by Banner Construction. Tonight's race here at the 2-mile high-banked, high-speed International Speedway. Vast contrast, vast difference from where these drivers will be next week at America's Heartland. Laying it down, short track Friday night under the lights at Iowa Speedway. It is a championship cutoff race to add on top of an already close-quartered short track. And I think that's why we're seeing some of these drivers push so hard here tonight in Michigan International Speedway, trying to lock themselves in basically with one solid run, one solid finish in the opening round here in the Motor City 100, the championship chase. 5 races in this championship chase, so every race matters. And if you are one of these 16 drivers highlighted in blue on the timing and scoring with that red spoiler, with the red banner, you are looking to get yourself to victory lane and lock yourself into the next round. It's going to be a hot, heavy, heated battle all the way to championship night. Get ready for it, race fans. It's going to go down, and it's going to go down big. I can guarantee you we haven't seen the last of the caution flags. We're going to have ourselves some more action. I know a lot of the team owners, they're not wanting any more yellow flags. They're not wanting any more damaged machines out there that they're going to have to pay for. But when everything's on the line, you're willing to risk everything to take it. We're going to take the green flag this time. Back around the Chevy Silverado iRacing pace truck ducks off field, back in the hands of your race leader, Jacob Drift. As we head back to the restart box and wait for it, on the gas quick is the 15. A little bit of a spin of the tires by the 33 Serve Pro machine. He's going to allow the 39 of Lance Hill right up the track, right across the nose, and Hill going to keep that second spot. Down to the bottom of the racetrack goes Chris Scala. Scala looking to capitalize. He's looking to jump to the race lead, but here comes your pole sitter once again with just 2 laps remaining in stage number 1. Will we see your pole sitter be able to get back to the front of this field after walking away with the U.S. Veterans Pole Award? Will the 77 of Andrew Moore get back to the front? And looky here, Avery Wilson already leading some laps here tonight. Looks to lead once again right at the end of stage number 1. 3 trucks lined up at the top, 1 at the bottom. Scala all alone right now, pushing the envelope, trying to run the slide job off of turn 2. It's going to work. Drift goes down to the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to fight back. All 3 trucks now lined up on the inside. Oh boy, we're going to have one more lap around before we see the stage caution fly. Will we see Jacob Drift get the stage win? Or will Avery Wilson pull off one heck of a pass? Top 2 drivers on the racetrack right now, non-championship drivers, and that is a big thing. Keeping some of those bonus points out of these championship drivers' hands. It's going to make them have to race a little bit harder and make every position matter just a little bit more. Down to the bottom of the racetrack, we've got a battle for the stage win. One of Avery Wilson drops to the bottom of the racetrack, and he's going to slide up, looking to come to the stripe. 2, 3 wide, bouncing off of each other, and the one of Avery Wilson will take the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win here tonight from Michigan International Speedway. And if that's what we're going to see at the end of these stages, just imagine what coming to the checkered flag is going to look like. Job well done, my man. Way to get it done. Avery Wilson brings home the green and white checkered flag to end stage number 1, and the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win belongs to Avery Wilson. That is absolutely one heck of a job, getting the job done. Coming to pit road back on lap number 5. So was it those 5-lap fresher tires that got the job done? Because Anthony Hanley, who finished the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 back in the 8th position, he had fresh tires, but he could not make them work out for him. And Wilson I'm telling you, he has got a fast one machine here tonight. The bow tie representing at the front. Wait to see what all of these drivers do here at the end of stage number 1, whether they come to pit road or if we get a handful of drivers electing to stay out. A handful came to pit road back on lap number 15. We'll see if they stay out, maybe try to gain a little bit of track position here. Well, you know, with stage 1 in the bag, we're already closing in on getting to the halfway point. Stage number 2 will come to an end at the halfway point. And as the field heads down pit road, we're going to take a brief commercial break, pay some of the bills. You know how that goes, race fans. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with all your green flag action right here from Michigan International Speedway. As we head back trackside, your Stage 1 winner, the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1, coming to a close, and Avery Wilson takes the top spot. He will bring the field back to the green flag. The Chevy Silverado pace car lights are off, and we're ready to fire things off here in stage number 2. Will we see that 15-1 be able to keep themselves at the front of the field? Chris Scala, how about the run by that 33? He's up inside of the top 10, running in the 6th position. Tim Averill up 10 spots. He's running in 7th. And here we go back to green flag racing action as the one hits the gas. A little bit of a wiggle and a drift on the bottom. He's going to lose a lot of ground as everybody heads back to turn number 1. 74 of Zach Lane, and a little bit of a slow start for him. We'll jump back near the front with Kevin Dick, Tim Averill, Jimmy McKee, Roger Rios right behind that 99 machine. Look for Rios to make an impact in tonight's race in his number 5 Superior templating Chevy Silverado. Up 13 positions from where he qualified outside of your top 20. Rios in the top 10 for the first time as we're back to 3 wide once again at Michigan. 3 wide, 2 rows deep, 3 rows deep as we've got more 3 wide action near the tail end of this field. Double file at the front. Jacob Drift giving up that second position. Avery Wilson losing the race lead to your U.S. Veterans Bowl Award winner here tonight. Andrew Moore will regain the race lead as now we watch the battle. Anthony Hanley in that 88 looks to the inside of Rios, and he's going to grab that spot away. Big run through the center of 3 and 4 for the 88. He's going to pull side by side with Scott Wise. And man, I'm telling you, they're throwing bows out there tonight. No spot secure in this field. Fastest lap of the race being turned in last time around by that 13 Chicago Blackhawk sponsored Chevy Silverado piloted by Jim Thorndike. He's going to grab the New Age Limited Speed Demon Award for the moment. We'll go ahead and throw the timing and scoring back up to the left-hand side of your screen. Let you follow along just like we do. Once again, you can see Andrew Moore, top of the speed charts. Kevin Dick, Chris Scala now round out your top 3. A lot of drivers jockeying for position here early in stage number 2. 2, 3 wide, multiple rows deep. Will we see 4 wide once again? And once again, I mean, look at this 52 Facebook Custom Paints and Die Cast machine up at the front of the field. Kevin Dick, you cannot hold that man down. He stays right there near the front of the field, and when he's not, he is hunting the front for sure. 52 has arrived. A handful of drivers with trouble early here tonight. Brandon Alpin in the 20 machine finds himself on pit road, still trying to beat and bang and massage the fenders out on his Chevy Silverado. He's dropped multiple laps, down 13 to be exact. Curtis Kelly, big time trouble, involved in a race incident after contact with the 4 of Andrew Moraz, put us under caution. That caught up that 20 of Brandon Alpin. Kelly bearing some of the brunt of the accident, but back out on track, running a little bit off pace, but still picking up some laps, trying to grab every point that he can. Points are everything at this point in time in the season. If you're one of the drivers highlighted in the blue in the timing and scoring, or you've got that red banner across the front of your truck or on your spoiler, you are absolutely looking for each and every point that you can get each and every week here, as we've got a battle for the race lead once again. Oh, I apologize. Lance Hill, after looking good at the front, trouble for Hill, and he will fall 1 lap down. Looks like the 39 DoorDash machine will be listed in the YJ Esports Lucky Dog position, after he's going to fall at least 1 lap down. Now the 80 of Drayton Cook also going to fall a lap down. Multiple laps down, I should say, as Cook 2 laps down. Trouble in paradise here in Michigan tonight in the Motor City 100, brought to you by the Blown Piston Racing League's Truck Series and Banner Construction. You're watching the Turn 3 Racing Network. Big push on the tail end of the 77 got him a little bit tail happy. Andrew Moore having to hold on. And we'll take a look back off of the side of this 77 of Andrew Moore as Kevin Dick continues to close in, looking for that top spot. Once again, 39, looking for a lap back. And Chris Scala begins to close in the 33 truck, running in the third and final podium spot. Anthony Handley in the 88, back and forth with Roger Rios. Closing in, Rios now inside the top 5. We've got drivers to pit road. Jacob Drift, Scott Wise, and Clayton Fry all come for fuel and tires with about 15 laps to go here in stage number 2. Who will walk away with the Facebook Custom Paints and Diecast stage win? Will it be the 52 Facebook Custom Paints and Diecast sponsored machine of Kevin Dick, or will Andrew Moore be able to walk away with the stage win after coming home third in stage number 1. Where did Avery Wilson go? Wilson, your stage 1 winner, mired back in traffic, and he's going to come to pit road early as well. Big, hot, heavy battle with drivers on the lead lap, drivers off of the lead lap, all coming together. 2, 3, 4 wide down the backstretch. Your U.S. Veterans Pole Award winner still leading the way around this 2-mile high-speed, high-banked oval. Oh, and contact between the 39 and the 81. Right in front of Scott Wise. Wise listed off of the lead lap in the lucky dog position after coming to pit road. This is where you got to be careful if you're inside that 31 machine. As close as everybody is running, if you don't think they're running close, we'll give you an angle from inside of the 31 truck. And there you can see the lap machine 39 of Lance Hill and the DoorDash Toyota Tundra. 1 lap down. Wise fighting to get himself back onto a lead lap position. Trying to run down that 70 of Scotty Brown Jr. just off in front. There you can see Brown trying to keep the lucky dog position here. Once we get through this round of green flag pit cycles, these drivers should be back on the lead lap. Whoa, close there for Wise as he makes his way off of turn number 2. He'll grab the position and grab the lucky dog for now. Meanwhile, back at the front of the field, 3 make that a 2-car train. Drivers on the lead lap, 77 of 8. Andrew Moore still leading. Kevin Dick in that Facebook custom paints and die cast machine. Lance Hill still holding on to your race leaders, trying to give himself the best opportunity to get at least one of his multiple laps back. It's gonna be a tough track to gain multiple laps back at. The fuel mileage just doesn't really work well enough for you to be able to not pit and get a lap back and then maybe possibly stay out at the end of a stage break. To get yourself back on the lead lap, you're gonna have to come back to pit road before anybody else, and you more than likely are gonna end up 1 lap down after that point. So drivers trying to scrape themselves out of a hole. The 39 of Lance Hill stuck right on the rear deck lid behind the 52 custom paints and die cast machine piloted by Kevin Dick. Your winningest truck driver in the series and in the field here tonight. Will Kevin Dick make it a 5th race win? Oh, we have ourselves about 60 more laps to find out. Don't go anywhere, race fans. Don't miss any of the hot action here from Michigan International Speedway. More drivers begin to trickle down pit road for their green flag pit stops. And if you haven't already, race fans, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. And as always, show these drivers some love and appreciation and drop them that thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash the bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by, whether you're just sliding through to say hey, or you're here week in, week out, one of the dedicated fans, friends, family, maybe even one of our sponsors. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, there would be no us. So while you're here, while you're at it, give your favorite driver a shout out in the chat and drop them that thumbs up. You can also check down in the description. They're back by popular demand. That's right, Turn 3 merchandise going on pre-order sale this week. Get them while they're hot. They sell out fast. We've got the fitted hats with the trucker snapbacks as well. Shirts back on order. Actually wearing one of the shirts right now. Super comfy I even wear them at work. Boss man don't like it too much because I don't wear their stuff. But, you know, hey, I wear mine. Just saying. Andrew Mraz and a handful of drivers come to pit road here with 10 laps left in stage number 2. Colin Forrester, Frank Reese, Anthony Handley, Andrew Mraz, Kevin D'Elia, Roger Rios, AJ Green, and John Finley all to pit road last time around. Lead lap trucks on the top. We've got drivers that have already been to pit lane down at the bottom of the racetrack. Jacob Drift trying to fight his way back onto the lead lap. And he's going to do so with a fair amount of ease back here in turn number 1. He'll get himself back onto the lead lap. Clayton Fry, the 00, going to follow suit and put himself back on the lead lap as well. A lot of racing action here all over this track. Drivers to pit road, some stay out. Tim Averill and Jimmy McKee look like they very well may try to stretch this thing on out. Not a lot of laps left here, just about 7 laps remaining in stage number 2. Drivers making their way to the start and finish line this time around. Tim Averill in the 98 leads for the first time here tonight. That's going to give us our 5th different race leader for 7 lead changes here tonight from Michigan International Speedway in the Motor City 100. Just about 100 miles already in the book of this 200-mile race. It's a fast pace being set by drivers at the front of this field. And man, job well done on the pit road. Little bit of strategy coming out for some of these drivers as Kevin Dick and Andrew Mraz both look like they took right sides only, possibly maybe even just a fuel only stop. As the 99 of Jimmy McKee, he waves the white flag. He's had enough. He's going to go ahead and come down the pit road before the end of stage number 2. Does Tim Averill have enough fuel to make it to the end? Will he snatch a stage win just like Avery Wilson snatched a stage win away from these championship drivers? That is crucial, absolutely crucial points for these championship contenders. And it doesn't look like the TI Racing driver is going to be able to stay out there and stretch this one out to the end. The 98 will pull to pit road, and Tim Averill will give up the race lead. Back to the drivers, back up to speed and on track. Battle for the eventual race lead. Kevin Dick and Andrew Mraz going at it side by side. Roger Rios, Andrew Moore right behind them. Jim Thorndike, he's up inside the top 10. Knocking on the door of a top 5. The 13 machine up 20 positions. Man, what a run to the front right here for this driver. You cannot say it enough. The Martin Sports Hard Charger Award right now in the hands of this 13 machine as he has now cracked his way into a top 5. Battle for that race lead still. Whoa, Andrew Mraz way down on the bottom of the track. Big moment off of turn number 2. He's going to give up the spot. Battling for the race lead. That one a battle with the Superior Ticketing sponsor number 5 of Roger Rios. And Rios will win the battle off of 4. Back across the stripe with 4 laps to go. Trying to stay right here, right with the racing action as drivers make their way through turns 1 and 2. Back down the backstretch, they head coming right at you, right into your living room phones and laptops. Man, What a great camera shot of all of these drivers pushing the limits, trying to get every position that they can. Everybody chasing Kevinick, who leads this race. The Facebook Custom Paints and Diecast driver looking to grab the race win. Or the stage win, I apologize. Looking to grab his sponsor's stage win. But he's going to have to get back around the 5 of Roger Rios, who takes the race lead for the first time here tonight. That's going to give us our 6th different race leader. And Chris Scala, he wants some. Scala going to go to the front of the field. What a run. Look at the get made up there by the Serve Pro 33 of Chris Scala. Shot out of a cannon down on the bottom of the racetrack, and he'll grab the race lead for the first time here tonight as well. 9 lead changes now in the bag. 7 different race leaders, and we are knocking on the door of the halfway point right at the end of stage number 2. Will anybody catch back up to this man right here? The Serve Pro 33 of Chris Scala, putting these drivers on notice. And this is what a handful of these championship drivers did not want to see. And that is somebody besides themselves in that Sweet 16 walking away with a stage win. He's going to go one more time around the track. He's got himself a big-time race lead, and I believe the tires are the factor. Chris Scala came to pit road, took 4 tires in fuel, and he has walked away from the field and walked his way to a stage win off of turn number 4 for the final time here in the Facebook Custom Paints and Diecast stage number 2. Chris Scala crosses the line and snatches the stage win. The DeKalb Sycamore Chevy Buick GMC caution flag flies for the 4th time here tonight. 2nd time for the end of the stage. And walking away with the win in stage number 2 out of Gainesville, Georgia. Hey, you might be my neighbor. Chris Scala gets the job done. He's going to put some bonus playoff points in his back pocket. Job well done, my man, and I would expect we'll see drivers to pit road. 10 laps ago, what do you do? If you're one of these drivers, what do you do? What do you tell the crew chief? Do you tell him you need to come back down for those fuel and tires? Or do you stay out and maybe mix things up a little bit? We're going to have a handful of drivers come to pit road, that is without a doubt. But what do you do if you're that stage winner? What do you do if you're the driver inside of that 33 machine? Good look off of the tail end of Chris Scala's Serve Pro 33. There's the 5 of Roger Rios. Doesn't look like Rios is too concerned with coming to pit road. And there goes the YJ Esports Lucky Dog going around the high side. That's the 39 of Lance Hill. He'll get at least one of his laps back. And as drivers get set to head to pit road, we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
And just as promised, coming back to the track at the end of the Facebook Custom Paints and Diecast stage number 2, Chris Scala walks away with the stage win. He'll bring the field back to the restart box as the control truck. Base truck lights are off. We're ready to fire things off once again here from Michigan International Speedway in the Motor City 100, just past the halfway point. So what do you say we do a little house cleaning? 28 drivers took to the starting grid here tonight for chase race number 1. And we have still got 27 drivers running out on the track with just 21 left on the lead lap. Mark Bruning in his 21 Pineapples Toyota Tundra will start the tail end of the field. He will be last driver on the lead lap. Avery Wilson, with a pit road penalty, finds himself, after winning the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1, finds himself off of the lead lap, outside of your top 20. Pace car down and away and back on the gas. Chris Scala brings the field back to life, and the green flag flies once again here from Michigan International Speedway. Drivers all tucked up with each other, double file, 2 by 2 they go. Andrew Moore with a little bit of advantage. He'll get by Justin Gann, who has jumped inside the top 5 for the first time here tonight, up 21 positions. And how about that? 4th, 5th, 6th on the racetrack, all up double digits into position gain department, up 20 plus positions. 21 spots gained for Ronda Rios. Jim Thorndike with 23 spots gained as Andrew Moore grabs the top spot back once again. That's going to give us our 10th lead change of the night. We have still got 45 laps remaining here tonight. Jim Thorndike now into 3rd, up 23 positions. Justin Gannon, Anthony Keys, also over 20 positions gained for both of those truck drivers. You can see them right there lined up nose to tail down into turn number 3. Justin Gann rounds out here top 5. Big group of truck drivers side by side back across the start-finish line. 14:52 going at it. Here comes the Dairy Queen Motorsports drivers. The 43 of AJ Green, he's up inside the top 10. Andrew Mraz recovering well after early contact. Brought out a caution flag. Mraz back inside of the top 15, knocking on the door of the top 10. We've got a battle for the race lead. Roger Rios looks to the inside. Rios looking to the inside. of Andrew Moore and Roger Rios will take that top spot back once again. That's going to give us yet another lead change here tonight. We are in double digits. Let's go. Three-truck battle for the overall race lead. Roger Rios leads Andrew Moore, your U.S. Veterans Pole Award winner here tonight, the 13 of Jim Thorndike. A horrible qualifying effort for the Chicago Blackhawks sponsored number 13 machine of Jim Thorndike, now running well inside your top three positions. Thorndike, biggest mover of the race so far here tonight, up 23 positions. He's in control of the Martin Sports Hard Charger Award. And we've got more battles throughout this field right behind this top three. Let's go a little bit further back. Justin Gann on the high side, trying to grab a position away from Tim Averill. That's 6th and 7th on the track. Piscala not too far off in front, running in 5th. How about the 45 of Colin Forrester closing in on a top 10? Forrester and AJ Green running nose to tail. Those Dairy Queen Motorsports drivers, there they are, making their way back towards the front. Avery Wilson back on the lead lap, it looks like, or on his way back onto the lead lap. Ooh, how about the scrum going on back here? And there is crazy action all over this track right now. Let's take a look off of the tail end of that 70 of Scotty Brown. He's got the 11 of John Finley right behind him. Actually, that's Mark Bruning in the 61, looking to the inside of the track. High side prevailing with the momentum on the outside. Clayton Fry going to go by Mark Bruning in battle with Scotty Brown now. And this is a battle outside of your top 15. I'm telling you, there's battles all over this racetrack right now. Not just at the front, not in the middle, but at the back as well. We'll head back around the track, back up near the front of this field. Justin Gant still battling with Anthony Keys, Tim Averill, and Andrew Mraz. Mraz on the bottom of the racetrack, looking for a handful of positions. Side by side with the 88 of Anthony Henry. Can Anthony Keys somehow make up another spot or two in his Serve Pro 14 Dynamark machine? Man, I don't know where the producers want us to focus, because there are just crazy battles all over this track right now. We've got two groups of three trucks battling with each other right here on screen, all trying to make their way by the 44 of Curtis Kelly. Wounded Warrior out here tonight. Kelly, big damage after contact with the second caution flag of the night. Flew in contact between the 1 and the 4. Wilson into Mraz. Wilson into the outside wall. Jacob Drift now battling, and he's going to take a spot away from the 4 of Andrew Mraz. That is a battle, no more. And after that contact, you got to wonder how bad the right side is beat up on that 4 machine of Mraz, as Kevin D'Elia, he's making his way into the top 15 for the first time here tonight, up 5 positions from where he started tonight's race. Hot and heavy battle still raging on all over this track. Oh, slide job. How about the slide job by Scott Wise on the 42 of Kevin D'Elia? That's going to move Wise inside the top 15 in the 14th position. We're going to head back near the front of this field. We've got a 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 truck battle going on. Your top 8 drivers all within 1 second of each other, all vying for the first checkered flag in this championship run. 5 out of your top 6 drivers are those championship competitors. Andrew Moore, your U.S. Veterans Bowl Award winner, sitting right there in second place, looking for a little bit more, looking to grab that top spot away as we go back. Once again, looking off of the tail end of the superior Tippling number 5 of Roger Rios. Can Rios get back to victory lane once again? Rios going to victory lane in the Class Series here with the Blown Piston Racing Leagues on Sunday nights. Will he be able to get the truck to victory lane for the first time here in the Truck Series? Still a very long ways to go. We've still got about, I would say, I don't know, what is that, race fans? About 35 laps or so before we see the checkered flag fly. Roger Rios leads the field. Back into turn number 1. Andrew Moore now looks to the bottom of the racetrack. Chris Scott going to line up just behind him. Here comes Justin Gann looking to the inside of Kevin Dick in the 52 machine. Third car outside row. Now make that fourth as everybody looks single file down to turn 3. And they're going to go ahead and make me look like I'm a little bit dumb here. They're going to break back into a side-by-side battle. Chris Scala pulls all the way to the bottom of the track, now looks for the race lead. And absolutely right, Casey out there in the chat over there on the YouTube side of things. Great stage win for Chris Scala. 3 of those 4X drivers inside the top 10. 4X. They know what they've got to do to give themselves a shot at that team championship, and they are getting the job done here tonight. When it all comes down to the wire, when it matters the most, look for 4X to rise to the occasion and cut into that overall team points lead by Pie-Eyed Racing right now. Roger Rios still leads the field. Andrew Moore sits in second with Kevin Dick rounding out your top 3. Close battle there with the 14 machine down on the inside of the racetrack. We're going to jump inside. Let's see if we can't get a look inside the office at some of these drivers here in the Motor City 100. Right here from Michigan International Speedway on the Turn 3 Racing Network. You're watching the Blown Piston Racing League's Truck Series. Riding along with Anthony Keys, why don't you say we jump back to Scott Wise? There you can see Scott Wise running in that 12th position. Justin Gann in the 30 inside his office, getting the job done here tonight. You can see just how busy the drivers are out there. Very, very bumpy track here. A lot of character in Michigan. Jump back outside of the trucks. And contact! Contact, and I believe Scotty Brown may have went around. Tim Averill involved. Tim Averill involved in this one. It was Averill and I believe Justin Gann. Oh no. We're getting a thumbs up that we do have that one on camera. So what do you say? We go back and check out and see what happened and brought out the DeKalb Sycamore Chevy Buick GMC cautioned for the 5th time here tonight. And there you can see Averill to the outside again. Looked like he came down just a little bit. We don't want to speculate. Let's see if we've got another angle. Let's see if we can get another view at this one. Looked like there was contact between Averill and Gann as the 98 just comes down the track just a little bit. It was just enough. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I do not know who that was. 74 very narrowly missing it. Zach Halanen almost ate a tail end of the 98 as well. A lot of drivers very lucky that they weren't caught up and involved in this one with the TI Racing 98 machine being involved. A lot of drivers going to head to pit road. Roger Rios leads them down. And how about Justin Gann? He's going to roll the dice. He's going to stay out and lead a lap. He's going to lead for the first time here tonight That's going to give us 8 different race leaders with 12 lead changes. As the field comes to a crawl back behind the pace truck, once again, our third on-track incident here tonight for our 5th caution flag on the evening. Justin Gann stays out. He's looking to get at least a point for leading a lap here tonight from Michigan International Speedway in the Motor City 100. Up multiple positions here tonight, up 24 spots to be exact. He started all the way back in 25th. And the Clean Energy Solar 30 of Justin Gann getting the job done. What a run to the front it's been. Chris Scala looks like he's going to go ahead and head to pit road. This time by a mix of bags, mix of tricks. As, Justin Gann. Looks like Gann may be receiving an end of the line penalty. Being caught up and involved in that race incident. Looks like race control and officials are sending Gann to the back. That is a tough penalty to take here, as we will get about 26 laps to go when we go green flag racing this time by, and Justin Gann is going to have a big hole to step out of now. He's going to start all the way outside of your top 15, and that will put Kevin Dick back at the point once again. Whew, man, I'm telling you, 6 out of the top 7 drivers are championship contenders, so almost half of your Sweet 16 running at the front of this field. Who wants it? Who's going to grab it? I don't know, but we're going to find out in about 26 laps when we cross the stripe this time by. The green flag flies. Control truck, the 52 on the inside. When does Kevin Dick fire the engine off and get going? Here we go. Green flag flies as the 52 nails the gas and breaks away from the field. The 77 of Andrew Moore, good restart for Moore on the inside. He's going to battle with Rios for that second position. Here comes the 43 of AJ Green. Haven't spoke very much about the Dairy Queen Motorsports driver inside of his Ford Mustang, but he makes his way towards the front of the field and inside the top 5 for the first time here tonight. Andrew Mraz, he's on a run back to the front. The Toyota Tundra looking to the bottom of the racetrack with the grip, looking for all-in-one Motorsports driver inside the Ford truck. Close side drafting action on the front stretch by the 43 and the 4. There's the double O of Clayton Fry up in the mix. 14 of Anthony Keys are running in the 7th position. There is hot and heavy battles all over this racetrack. Still race fans, as Mraz able to make the pass on AJ Green. He'll slot in line in that 4th position, single file near the front, as Kevin Dick leads Andrew Moore, Roger Rios, Andrew Mraz, and AJ Green round out your top 5. Clayton Fry gonna take that position now. Fry to the bottom in that Led Zeppelin double O, and he will grab that spot away. Looks like a little bit of right front damage for the 43. Now the Dynamark Serv Pro 14 of Anthony Keys looks to the inside, and he will grab the spot away. And I'm telling you, it's a little too calm. With 25 laps to go, it looks a little calm out there. Single file in front of these two truck drivers battling it out for supremacy on track. And Clayton Fry said, you know what? I'll take another 2 positions. Thank you. He'll jump to the bottom of the racetrack, grab the spot from Andrew Moraz, now looking to challenge the 5 of Roger Rios Mateus for that 3rd position. Can Clayton Fry walk away with a podium here tonight? One of the few truck drivers down there on the bottom of the racetrack not able to pull the slide job off of turn 2 this time around. Fry has got to be careful. He doesn't want to get Freight Train being the only truck driver down there on the bottom of the racetrack. High side does look like the preferred line out of turn number 4. Everybody still chasing Kevin Dick at the front of this field. As we close in on the final 23 laps of tonight's race, we're going to take a look through the timing and scoring, and it looks like the New Age Limited Speed Demon Award right now belongs to the 13 of Jim Thorndike with the fastest lap of the race, the only driver to break into that 38-second bracket here in race trim. Thorndike going to lay down a 38.97 for the fast time in race trim, snatching that New Age Limited Speed Demon Award. The Hard Charger Award brought to you by Martin Sports. Still up for grabs, still very much in play, are a handful of drivers. Anthony Keys now in control of the Hard Charger with 22 positions gained, up 20 spots. Driver just in front of him on track, Roger Rios, now sits in 4th position. Rios with a challenge from Clayton Fry on the inside. Let's go back to the front. It's a 6-truck battle for the race lead. Back through the corner, everybody chasing after Kevin Dick, and they'll head down the back stretch this time around. 20 laps to go when we cross the line. Who's it going to be, race fans? Let's hear it out there on the chat. Let's hear who you got. Who do you think's going to get the job done? I think we're going to see a surprise winner here tonight. I think we're going to see Clayton Fry, very aggressive right now, coming to the start-finish line. He looks like he wants to walk away with his very first Blown Piston Racing Leagues Truck Series win. And he is right here, right when he needs to be. Just 20 to go from Michigan. 2, 3, almost 4 wide off of turn number 4. Handful of drivers relegated to pit road as we've got ourselves a new race leader. No, at the line, Kevin Dick, no. They're going to give it to Clayton Fry. Fry going to lead a lap for the first time here tonight. The 00 goes to the point. That's going to give us our 9th different race leader, our 14th different lead change, and it is not over as Fry able to pull the slide job off of 2. We're nose to tail down the backstretch back into turn number 3. Your top 6 all over each other, all running inside 1 second of each other. That's your entire top 10. Here comes the 14 down to the bottom of the racetrack. He's looking to gain a few positions. He's seen what the Led Zeppelin 00 of Fry was able to do by ducking down the bottom of the racetrack. And here comes Andrew Moraz once again, hunting the front. Can the 4 get the job done? 3 wide down the backstretch. Not able to complete a pass with the move to the bottom of the racetrack is Moraz. He's going to be stymied back in traffic. The dirty arrow contact. The 14 makes an evasive move, tries to miss the 44, and he's going to get pinned. He's going to get pinned behind that 44, and he's going to lose a ton of ground. From inside the top 5 now to outside of your top 10, battling with Jacob Drift, the Drift King sponsored 15 machine, looking to break back inside of the top 10 after leading a handful of laps here tonight in the Motor City 100. Drift a little off pace. Man, hard break moment there for the 14 of Keys as he fell, as we said, outside of your top 5, all the way outside of your top 10. From inside the top 5, I should say, to outside of your top 10, being pinned behind one of the lap cars. And unfortunately, that's going to cost Keys quite a bit of track time. He'll fall outside of the top 10, and we'll head back to the front. Back with your race leader. How about that? Kevin Dick trying to chase down Clayton Fry. Fry's looked hungry all night long, though. Look for that double O to do what it takes to keep it at the front of this field. I don't think we're going to see anybody take that top spot away from him. He's going to battle it out very hard to keep it and grab that first official race win here with the Blown Piston Racing League's Truck Series. Almost 200 laps are in the 200 miles in the bag as we've got truck drivers to pit road. Scala, Thorndike, Rios, Mraz, Finley, and Drift all come to pit road, all looking for fresh tires and fuel for a 15-lap run to the end. All the way down at the bottom of the racetrack, and Kevin Dick, he's going to peel off to pit road. He's going to bring a handful of drivers along with him. Clayton Fry stays out. That's going to open up the gap back to the second position. AJ Green in the 43 Dairy Queen machine sits in second. Kevin DeLea running in third now, up 16 positions from where he started. And you can never count out those Dairy Queen Motorsports drivers either. How about the recovery tonight from Colin Forrester? The 45 machine now back inside of the top 5 for the first time in a very long time. Mark Bruning also inside the top 5. Drift gets himself back on the lead lap. Roger Rios gets himself back on the lead lap as Mark Bruning takes over the second position. Only 2 drivers left to come to pit road for their final stop of the night. Will anybody attempt to stretch it from here? Clayton Fry leads Mark Bruning and Scott Wise on the track. We apologize. We got our numbers wrong. Those top 3 drivers still yet to hit pit road. And it looks like Clayton Fry will peel off and come to pit road this time by. And how about Mark Bruning leading a lap here? That's going to be our 15th different lead change. 10 different race leaders. As Bruning stays out and leads a lap. Clayton Fry to pit road last time around. So Bruning and Wise still yet to head to pit road. Bruning going to stay to the high side of the racetrack, working his way off of 3 and 4. He'll stay out on the track at least for one more lap, and we are closing in on 10 to go. Fresh tires coming fast right behind that 61. Evasive move being made here. As we believe that was John Finley in the 11 machine getting himself back onto the lead lap, and Mark Bruning down to the bottom of the racetrack. Looks like he's going to head to pit road this time around. Scott Wise into 31. What does he do? There's Wise halfway down the backstretch now into turn number 3. Does he have enough fuel? Has he been saving this entire time? And Wise is going to stay out. He is going to lead a lap and give us yet another lead change here tonight. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to call this one. 10 laps to go. Scott Wise still out on the track, yet to come to pit road for his final time. He was last on the pit road back at lap number 71. Is that enough to get him to the end of the race? Doesn't sound or look like he's saving any fuel at this point in time. Scott Wise. Oh my goodness. We do apologize. Scott Wise still out there on the track, still trying to bring this thing home tonight if he can. For all intents and purposes, he's got himself a 12, almost 13 second advantage over Kevin Dick, who's battling with Andrew Moore and Andrew Mraz. Roger Rios right there as well, and Wise gonna pull off. He'll head to pit road. Race lead will change. We've got 4 trucks battling it out at the front. Oh my goodness. How is this gonna play out? 3 out of your top 4 drivers, championship contending drivers. Your first 3 in the running order are championship runners. Kevin Dick leads Andrew Moore and Andrew Mraz. They've got Roger Rios tucked in line right up behind him. How about Zach Halanen up 7 positions, now rounding out your top 5. The Drift King, Jacob Drift, right there in 6th. Clayton Frying back in 7th now as Anthony Keys takes a position away. Frying will fall to 8th. Keys moves to 7th. Four-truck battle at the front of the field. Andrew Moore running in 2nd. Andrew Mraz right there in 3rd, up 15 positions here tonight. Biggest mover of the race running in 7th position, the 14 of Anthony Keys. He's in control of the Martin Sports Hard Charger Award. With the New Age Limited Speed Team Award still being housed in the back pocket of the 13 of Jim Thorne-Knight. Stage 1 went to Avery Wilson. Stage 2 being captured by the 33 of Chris Scala. We've got 6 to go. Who will capture the flag and secure a spot in round number 2? Will we even see a championship contender walk away with the checkered flag? A lot can go down, a lot can go wrong with 6 laps to go. How about the 44 right there? Running middle of the track almost. He's going to force those race leaders to split them. And that's going to mix up the front of the field. A little bit of a gap now gained by those top 2 drivers. Kevin Dick and Andrew Moore able to put a truck length between themselves and Andrew Mraz and Roger Rios. Will we see Mraz and Rios work together to get back to the tail end of Andrew Moore? And, well, there they have arrived. Back out of turn number 4, they'll head across the stripe, still battling for the race lead is Kevin Dick, Andrew Moore, and Andrew Mraz. Close 4-truck battle back behind them. A handful of drivers running with each other. That's Zach Halanen and Anthony Keys, AJ Green, and Kevin D'Elia has now passed for the race lead. Andrew Mraz went for it, doesn't grab it. And that's going to open up the door for Roger Rios, who looked like he was going to drop to the bottom of the racetrack. Not going to make the move just yet. 3 to go when we cross the line. This time, when's the run gonna come? Will we see the U.S. Veterans Pole Award winner Andrew Moore look for the race lead? I can all but guarantee he's gonna look for the race lead. He's gonna look for the race win. Falling back a little bit, looks like he's setting up a run. Looks like he's going to try to pull a draft and pull to the bottom of the racetrack. When will the 77 time this thing on out? And how about the race leader? Can Kevin Dick walk away from the track here tonight with his 5th win of the year as Ron Rios ducks way down to the bottom of the track and grabs the 3rd spot away? Popsicle sticks on display for your race leaders at the front of this field. Kevin Dick leads Andrew Moore, Roger Rios, Andrew Moraz, and Jacob Drift. Round out your top 5 in contact between Rios and Moraz. Rios gets sideways, collects the truck, and they continue on. They're going to lose a handful of ground to those top 2 trucks, so it's a battle amongst the heavyweights. Kevin Dick leads Andrew Moore off of turn 4. We're going to see the white flag fly this time around. Final lap here tonight in the Motor City 100 at Michigan International Speedway. The Blown Piston Racing League's Truck Series brought to you by Banner Construction. Just 3 more corners left for that 52 to secure his 5th race win, to secure his spot in round number 2. Big run off of the corner. Here comes Andrew Moore. Moore chasing down Kevin Dick. Andrew Moore going to put it to the high side of the racetrack. Not going to get there. Slide jump. Crossover not going to work. And Kevin Dick gets the job done. Walks away with his 5th win on the season. Job well done inside of that Facebook Custom Paints and Die Cast 52 truck. Kevin Dick walks away with chase race number 1 checkered flag in his back pocket. What a run by Kevin Dick. What a run by Andrew Moraz and Andrew Moore as well. 3 championship drivers going to round out your podium positions here tonight. Man, what a way to kick things off in the championship run, huh? You can't ask for more than a high-paced, high-stakes battle at a speedway like Michigan International. On the front stretch, going to get the fans in the stands a smoke show. How about that? Get the job done, my man. Burning it down on the front stretch with the 52 of Kevin Dick. And we're going to walk away for just a brief commercial break. Get things set up and ready to go for your post-race interviews. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. In back track side once again here from Michigan International Speedway after another great race here with the Blown Piston Racing League's Truck Series. Let's dive right in. Let's see if we can grab a few words with the drivers that walked away in podium spots. Let's see if we can dial up the driver inside of that number 4 truck. Andrew, it's Dave. You got me?
Hey Dave, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How you feeling after a solid 3rd place here tonight in your home state?
I feel pretty good. I was hoping for a win, but couldn't beat Kevin Dick or Andrew Moore. But thankfully, I had a teammate behind me in 4th and made the race interesting. But yeah, it's a fun track. Was one of my favorites, and definitely is a home track for me.
Now that you've got yourself a solid podium finish here to open up the championship round, next week when we head to Iowa, what's the plans for you and your four crew? How hard are you going to go at that race when you came into the race 3rd in the points? Not a lot of points buffer from the reset, but how are you going to approach next week in a short track style race setting?
Just like any race, we have to take it easy first half, and then when the opportunities presents itself in the second half, take them and keep moving forward. But yeah, we're gonna take it easy on the first half of the at Iowa because it is a tricky track, especially with with the trucks, and it's bumpy and multiple grooves. But yeah, just gotta be patient there. Michigan, it's wide. You can take a little bit more risks early on, but Iowa, it's narrow, tight. You got to be on your A game and keep your eye out for wrecks and cars on the inside, outside of you.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Some similarities to the tracks, but some big differences. But nonetheless, Andrew, congratulations on a solid opening round to start the championship run here at Michigan International Speedway. Looking forward to seeing how you get the rest of these races underneath your belt. Looking to see you back in these post-race interviews. And before we let you go here tonight, walking away 3rd on the track, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or maybe in the stands?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my teammates for being tolerant with me for this race, especially knowing that was my home track. Revline for putting a sponsor on the trucks for our team. We went from Chevy to Toyota later on in the season. Hanley and Roger for allowing me to race for All-in-One Motorsports, and all the other drivers for being competitive. Thank you.
All right, well, Andrew, again, my man, congratulations on the podium finish here tonight from Michigan International Speedway, and we'll see when we can catch up with you again, but I'm sure it will be a little bit sooner than later. Until then, my man, stay safe and keep it fast.
You too. Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Driver walking away in 3rd here tonight inside that Ford machine out of East Lansing, Michigan. It's the hometown boy at the hometown track. Andrew Mraz walks away with 3rd, and that's going to move us right along in the running order to the driver that walked away with the 2nd position. Let's see if we can dial up and have a word or two with your pole winner. Let's see if we can't talk to the 77 of Andrew Moore. It's Dave in the booth. You got me?
Yep.
Hey, man, how you doing? How you feeling? First off, walking away with the U.S. Veterans Pole Award and then securing a great finish here tonight, walking away 2nd.
Oh, yeah. I knew I had a fast qualifying lap, but I had no idea the race would go this well. There's a lot of drafting involved, and I just made sure to stay behind somebody and stay pushing, because that's how you get ahead around here is stay in line and push.
Absolutely. We seen you staying in line there behind Kevin Dick in those final few laps. Was if you could go back, would you maybe try to overtake him there in those last maybe 3 to 4 laps? See if you can't make a run at him there. It looked like maybe the steam or the momentum just wasn't there after you and I believe it was the top 4 had to get split up around one of the back markers.
Yeah, I did burn up my tires pretty good there trying to run us up there the whole time and push him the whole time. But I might get repaid back one day or in the future playoffs. So he's my teammate, so it's all good. I wasn't really worried about getting in second.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, Andrew, you came into tonight's race just 2 points ahead of the cutoff line. I know we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. We've got Iowa to go next week. How are you and your crew approaching next week after a solid finish here tonight?
Well, me and one other teammate had a really good finish who are in the playoffs. We have one other teammate who is in the playoffs, and we got to get him a good finish. So we're going to try to work with him a little bit more since we're pretty comfortable. I know I need a win too, but still. Kevin's good till next round.
Yeah, absolutely. With the win here tonight, Kevin's going to secure his spot into the next round. Looking to get yourself and the teammates in, I can respect that with the utmost amount of respect there. Heck of a job, heck of a run here tonight. Andrew, as we said, walking away with the U.S. Veterans Pole Award, finishing second here tonight as well. So before we let you go, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Short, my team, Pie-Eyed Racing, Kevin, of course, Torque Wrench Motorsports, Scott and Lauren, Dave in the Cave. It's a great podcast. Any friends or family that are listening, and my brother.
All right. Well, Andrew, again, congratulations on a great opening round to the championship chase. And we look forward to trying to catch up with you a little bit later on throughout the final 4 races remaining before we crown our champion.
Thanks, Dave. See you.
All right, there you have it. Andrew Moore, happy with the U.S. Veterans Pole Award, and happy walking away second here tonight. Andrew Moore grabs second position, grabs the top spot in qualifying, and he'll set himself up with somewhat of an easy go when we head to Iowa next Friday night. And that's going to move us right along now and right into victory lane. Let's see if we can't dial up that 52 of Kevin Dickens. Dave in the booth, you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man. First off, congratulations on the race win. Congratulations on your 5th win of the year, backing up last week's race win at the Milwaukee Mile. How close was that at the end of stage number 2? You almost put that 52 truck at the point for the stage win. Which one would you rather have? The stage win with your sponsor's name or the checkered flag in hand?
I'd definitely rather have the checkered flag. Hands down.
Absolutely. I'm glad you said that, because I'd be a little bit worried if it wasn't. Well, Kevin, a heck of a race for you. You gained 9 positions from where you qualified here tonight. What was wrong in the truck in qualifying, or were you just a little bit better in race pace?
No, qualifying was just a little bit off. I'm a little bit disappointed with the lap that laid down. Not quite sure what was, why it was a little bit slower than what it was, but race pace was good. Once we were in the draft route, not just being able to save tires and stuff and make the moves that I was able to make and get the truck to where we were out front and then just sort of ride till we got late in the race really made the difference. Andrew there, him worked together pretty good, trying to stay out front, not getting side by side and losing speed with each other. So staying tucked in line with each other really helped us stay up front there. So probably wouldn't be out there or won this thing without him.
Well, it's always good to have a friend behind you, especially at big tracks like this where the draft does come into play. Now, Kevin, you're already, with this race win, you're secured into the second round. You don't have to worry about what goes down at the short track under the lights next week at Iowa Speedway. So what's your plan and what's the team's plan to try to get one of your teammates into the next round as well?
Well, I'll definitely try and keep running up front, but if any of my teammates are up there running with me and can keep up, I'd definitely let them get the win so they can make it onto that next stage.
Absolutely. Team player at all times. Good to hear. Kevin, congratulations, like we said, on your race win here tonight. Congratulations on the 5th win of the season, securing and punching your ticket into the second round of this championship rundown. Before we let you go and celebrate the night away with this 5th race win, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Yeah, give a shout out to the guys at Pie-Eyed. Like I said, like Andrew there, he was a big part of probably why I won this race. Give a shout out to Cousin Paints the Diecast and you guys up in the booth there.
Well, I know I appreciate the kind words there, Kevin. Everybody else back at the Balloon Piston Racing League appreciates the kind words. The sponsors appreciate the kind words. We appreciate the hard-nosed racing and fast action you give us week in, week out. We look forward to trying to catch up with you a little bit later on through these final 4 races. Until then, my man, enjoy this one, and I'm sure we'll meet again.
I'm sure.
All right, there you have it. Kevin Dick happy with race win number 5. Glad he punched his ticket to round 2. Walking away with the checkered flag. Back-to-back race winning performances. Kevin Dick parks the 52 in victory lane. Whew. That is going to move us right along. That's going to move us a little closer to whittling the field down from these championship 16. The Sweet 16 will become the Great 8 after we finish next week's race at Iowa. Handful of championship drivers with trouble here tonight. Some big names outside of your top 15 in the finishing order. What a run, though, here tonight for Kevin Dick, Andrew Moore, and Andrew Mraz at the front of this field. Job well done by all of the drivers. And it appears that the producer's hitting those familiar tunes in the background, so you know the sounds mean it's time to run down tonight's unofficial race results in the Motor City 100 right here from Michigan International Speedway. Walking away with the checkered flag in the top spot tonight, the 52 of Kevin Dick. Andrew Moore going to walk away in second with Andrew Mraz, rounding out your podium drivers. Rhonda Rios back and forth in the 15 of Jacob Drift finishes 5th. 6th tonight from Michigan International Speedway, the 74 of Zach Olanen. AJ Green going to slide home in 7th with Kevin D'Elia finishing in 8th. Colin Forrester brings his 45 home in 9th, and rounding out your top 10, the 14 of Anthony Keys. Jim Thorndike in the 13 machine receives the New Age Limited Speed Demon Award. He'll finish back in 11th, 12th place tonight to the 00 Led Zeppelin machine of Clayton Fry. John Finley and Mark Bruning back in 14th, 15th tonight from track. Your Stage 2 winner, Chris Scala. Frank Reese, Scotty Brown, and Scott Wise round out your top 18 drivers here tonight in the Motor City 100. 30 of Justin Gann with some late race trouble. He'll finish 1 lap down back in 19th. Jimmy McKee finishes in 20th, 21st to Drayton Cook, Tim Averill, Ryan Nicoletta, Lance Hill, Curtis Kelly. Round out your top 25. The 88 of Anthony Hanley going to finish 26th. The 1 of Avery Wilson after taking the win in Stage 1 finishes in 27th with Brandon Alpin rounding out the running order in 28th. And a big shout out in tip of the cap to our race control and admin just down the hall. Lauren, you do a fabulous job. We appreciate all the hard work you do behind the scenes to keep the ball rolling as smoothly as it does here with the Balloon Piston Racing League's Truck Series presented by Banner Construction. What a night, what a run we have had, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to begin to slowly wind up the cords. Get ready to head to Five Flag Speedway for the final season, for the final regular season race in the Clash Series with the Balloon Piston Racing League's Cup Series. Man, I don't know what the playoffs are going to bring, but I know they're going to bring some hard-fought battles. Great night here tonight in the Motor City 100 from Michigan International Speedway. If you haven't already, race fans, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these drivers some love and drop on that thumbs up. Click subscribe. Smash the bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, David the Cave, or anybody else back at the headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by. And with all that being said, well, we're going to go ahead and cut these cords. Stay safe. Stay loved, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.